What's up, everybody? My name's Connor Flood, and you're watching my new channel that I just created. This is my first video, and today I'm going to be talking about how I went from 0 to 9 Ackie monitors. But first, let me tell you about why I started this channel. So what I want to do with this channel is talk about my experiences going from 0 to 9 Ackie monitors. It's going to be a completely devoted to Ackie monitors channel. So I think that might be the first one on YouTube to be completely devoted to Ackie monitors. That's one reason. Another reason is later down the road I want to make care type videos, just other interesting Ackie related content that isn't just updating you every month on what's going on with my 9 Ackie monitors, which I'm going to be doing. So next, let's talk about some of my other reptile experience that I've had. And I'm going to show you some of my other pets, and then I'm going to get to talking about these. Ooh. So this is Crunch. He is what I think is a male jeweled Lacerda, and he's not exactly the most tame lizard in the world. That's why I'm wearing this glove, because I don't want to get bit, because it hurts. Oh my gosh, it's on the camera. Okay, sorry about that, he just jumped on the camera. So I got him about 8 months ago. He is what I think is a male jeweled Lacerda, and he is the first lizard I got, and the only lizard I got before I got these Ackie monitors. And he's definitely really cool. He's really quite a beautiful lizard. If I can get him to... Oh my god. No. Don't do that. If I can get him in focus, if he'll sit still long enough, you can see here, he has that beautiful blue on the side. And I mean, he's pretty cool. It's not the greatest handling pet yet. I'm going to tame him one day, I think, hopefully. He looks really angry right now. But jeweled Lacerdas are a species of Lacerdas, and obviously, because he's a jeweled Lacerda, they call him a jeweled Lacerda because of those blue dots on the side. Don't bite me. Because they look like jewels. I got him from Las Vegas Exotics, and that's about it about the jeweled Lacerda, but what I think is my male jeweled Lacerda named Crunch. So next, let's get on to the snakes. Okay, so this is my normal Colombian boa constrictor named Crusher. Notice the trend with the C names. So far I've named all my pets named with C. Now with these 9 Ackie monitors, I don't know if I'll stick with that or not. Ow! That's the first time he's done that. Got him about 2 years ago from my local reptile shop. He's pretty chill, but apparently not right now. That's the first time that's happened. Not the first time I've been bit by a snake, but that was the first time I've been bit by Crusher. But that was actually really surprising. And of course, maybe it's the studio lights. Maybe they're making him nervous. So yeah, that's about it about Crusher. So moving on. So this is going from most recent to most, to the longest I've had him. And Crusher was my second reptile. And here is my first reptile I ever got, killer bee ball python. Very pretty snake. Focus. I got her a little over 2 years ago. But yeah, she's very sweet. I mean, there's not much else you can say. I mean, she's just a killer bee ball python, but I love her. She's my first pet. And that's about it. So now, on to the new reptiles. This right here is probably my favorite male, or what I think is a male, favorite Ackie monitor of them all. He's a red, even though he looks actually pretty yellow. He's pretty bright. Yellow he also has, if he'll let me focus on it, a really cool looking top of the head. He also bit me when I got him out. I guess I'm just getting bit by everything, even though I've held him before and he didn't bite me the last time. I bet it's the lice. I bet that's why I'm getting bit by everything. So yeah, I got 9 of these guys. I got 3 yellows and 6 reds, and I am looking to start a breeding business with them. So I think I'm gonna name it Flood Reptiles, which is also what I think I'm gonna name this channel. The reason I chose Ackie monitors is actually I was first inspired by Clint's Reptiles, the YouTube channel, some of you might know. He made a video on Ackie monitors and I watched it like right when it came out. It kind of introduced me to Ackie monitors, what they are and some interesting things about them. So these Ackie monitors are about range from probably 2 to 3 months old. Oh my god. Oh, I have fast reactions. But yeah, getting these guys has been a really interesting experience, and that's why I wanted to start this channel, was so I could share that experience with you guys. He's actually pretty chill now that I got him out, other than when he bit me when I was taking him out. He's actually pretty chill, and also he tried to jump a minute ago. But so I've had these guys since August 16th, and it is now September 11th. So it's been almost a month since I got them. What I'm going to do is go over the experiences I've had over the last month, in my first month of keeping 9 Ackie monitors, going from 0 to 9 Ackie monitors. Talk about the ups and downs and interesting observations, how I'm keeping them right now, what kind of setup. I got all 9 of these guys from Rare Earth Inc., who I would highly recommend. He's been very helpful. All the Ackies are healthy. They're sold to me healthy, and they're still healthy, so and he's answered all my questions really well. So I would highly recommend him for sure. If you're looking to get Ackies, definitely get them from him. So now that you know about my 9 Ackie monitors, I'm going to show you the setups I have for them. Okay, so now let's talk about cages. By the way, new day, new shirt. Right now I'm keeping them in 3 4x2x2 stacked on top of each other. I got the yellows at the top, reds in the middle, reds at the bottom, 3 to each cage. So far I haven't had any fighting problems hardly at all. I mean, there's one that was a little bit bullied in the bottom, so I moved him up into the middle cage and brought one from the middle cage down. Now everybody gets along. I'm using cork bark and a Retties stack as pretty much in-cage furnishings. Retties, I think that's how you pronounce it. Obviously I have a food bowl and a water bowl, and right now I have 7 inches of substrate. It's 50-50 sand soil mix. When the females get big enough to where they need to start laying eggs, I'm gonna put in an egg box. So next let's move on to some observations I've made over the past almost month of having them. First off, their personalities is something that is different from my other reptiles. Like if you meet one ball python or one boa constrictor, you've pretty much met them all. I mean, they're all close to the same, at least. With Ackie monitors, it's not that way at all. Each one is pretty different from the other as far as a lot of things go. Like some are more brave than others, some are more aggressive about eating, while others are more gentle. It's funny, I have one in this middle cage that likes to just get in some weird spot, like behind its water bowl, or sit in a weird position on some cork bark and just stare at me. He seems to be very curious, but also kind of timid. While others will just come up to me when I open the glass. And others will do more than come up to me. Sometimes they'll come at me and attack me like a little velociraptor when I open the cage because they think I have food. Specifically, the big fat one in this cage does that. And there's one on the bottom that kind of does that. They're also obviously kind of what you'd expect from Monitor. They're all very smart, or seem to be at least. And now moving on to so far the biggest learning lesson I've had since I've had them for the past month, and it is this right here. This didn't come with the cage. It's probably about less than ½ inch of space in between these 2 pieces of glass. It's interesting, none of them got out for the first 2 days I had them. They're active for the first 2 days, but none of them got out. But then it seemed like on the morning of the 3rd day, they almost all of them learned at one time, even though they're in different cages, that they could escape through there. So one morning I woke up after I turned their lights off, went back to sleep, woke up again, saw there was a yellow Ackie sitting right here on the top cage. So at that point, I was freaking out, put it back in its cage, and right as I did that, a red one got out of this cage right here. And then I caught him, put him back, and then looked around the room, found two of them, one over here, one back behind the cages, and put them back in their cage. This all happened within a matter of an hour, or all four of them got out. Even though I'd had them for 2 days before that, none of them had escaped. And then at that point I was left in a pretty stressful situation because I had 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, 2 in the middle cage. Didn't see a third one. So pretty much looked all around my room, wasn't in my room anywhere. So I dug around for about 20 minutes and eventually found him just buried in the substrate. I counted for all 3 of them, went to Lowe's later that day, got some weather stripping, and so far I haven't had any escape incidents after that. To any new Ackie keepers or people considering getting Ackies, do not underestimate their ability to get out. I also had to cricket-proof the cage because crickets kept getting out. I had to put some screen on the ventilation area. But other than that, these cages have worked pretty well for me. Alright, so that'll be it for this video. Let me know in the comments any video ideas you have related to these 9 Ackie monitors. Let me know what you want to see. And I'm also going to be posting updates every month on the 9 Ackie monitors and what's been going on. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.